Dun, 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 dun. What's going on, my pedal peeps? I'm Sean Pierce Johnson, and welcome to Stompbox Saturday, a very special Stompbox Saturday at that. Today, we are going to be taking a look at and listen to the brand new Boss Waza TB-2w tone bender made in collaboration with the OG tone bender peeps themselves, Sola Sound. Now, for those of you wondering how exactly I got my hands on this pedal, we have my buddy Jason Fuzzmonger to thank for that. You may remember him for helping us take a look at the Earthquaker Devices Life pedal a while back, and he kindly allowed me the ability to steward his tone bender for a while, and I couldn't be more thankful. It has been such a cool experience to get to play this really historic collaboration. The control layout of the tone bender is classic fuzz pedal with only two knobs to control the overall sound. Level for your overall output volume, and attack. Attack is sort of, in my opinion, a dual function thing. It does affect the attack and the high-end response of the fuzz, but it does also impart certain characters to the overall clipping and distorting and fuzzing, if you will. However, this is a Waza pedal, and that means that it's a little bit more special than your typical Boss pedal. The first thing you'll notice is the 3-position voltage selector between the level and attack controls. Basically, you plug in your 9-volt power supply as you normally would, or open up the hood and put in a 9-volt battery, and you can run it at the standard 9-volt, or you can internally pump the voltage to 12 volts or sag it down to 7. The other thing that Boss has done to make this a little bit more special is a feature that I'd actually like to see them implement into more of their pedals, not just the Waza line. If you take a look at the back of the pedal, you know, normally where you go ahead and plug in your power supply, you'll see the output switch labeled buff and through. Basically, this allows you to select whether or not you want the pedal to output a classic buffered Boss pedal signal, or if it's gonna operate in a true bypass mode, which I think is pretty awesome, and a lot of people would wanna see on future Boss releases, not just from the Waza line. Okay, we're done talking. It's time to finally hear some music. We're gonna plug the trusty Les Paul Studio into the tone bender, and that is going to go into the front end of my Rock Reverb 100 on the clean channel, which is gonna be just a little bit crunchy. And I'm gonna show you the range of the attack knob, not just so that you can see it doing its thing, but so that you can also hear what it's doing. And I'm gonna leave the TB-2w in the 9-volt position. for the sake of experimentation, let's go ahead and run the tone bender in front of the dirty channel of the Rock Reverb 100. Go ahead and take a guess that there's plenty of you out there that don't play Les Pauls, and that's totally cool. So why don't we hear the TB-2w with one particular setting in the 9-volt position with a bunch of different guitars? Not just my Les Paul, not just a Strat, but how about my Navigator, a Tele style, and maybe even a guitar with some P90s? ahead, switch back to the main Les Paul for this, and check out what this voltage switch is going to do for us. We're going to give one setting for level and attack, and switch this voltage switch between all three settings, 9, 12, and 7. Now, if you're a fuzz fanatic or even a fuzz skeptic, you've no doubt heard the reputation of fuzzes being paired up with wah pedals. They tend to cry a little bit, make excess noise, and possibly even pick up radio stations from countries not near where you live. Now, having said that, I've never had any adverse experiences with wahs and tone bender style circuits before, but for the sake of science, let's try it out. I'm gonna plug in my Dunlop Jimi Hendrix signature wah. This is more of like a Clyde McCoy-ish kind of wah sound, very typical of the 60s. And we're gonna go ahead and plug it before and after the tone bender and see if there are any adverse effects. And now to wrap all this up, I'm gonna show you my favorite setting with the TB-2w. friends, our look at the Boss Wazacraft TB-2w tone bender is at an end. How exactly should I sum this up for you guys? It's really difficult, considering the fact that the secondary market is the only place that you can really buy tone benders. And even dealers of Boss that got tone benders are extorting prices at the moment. I saw a new listing for one from an actual store trying to get $600 for the pedal when retail, I think these things were just shy of $300. I guess at the end of the day, I can only do what I normally do with these videos, and that's speak to my own experience with it. And it is that if you can find one at a reasonable price, don't go selling your internal organs on the black market for one of these things. This is a joy to play. It's an absolutely fantastic experience, and it's a fantastic pedal that really combines two of the most historic pedal companies of all pedal history into one product. The modifications that Boss has chosen to put into this pedal are really, really smart choices. The voltage switch, that's something everybody likes to mess with their fuzz pedals. Sagging voltage, maybe internally charge pumping voltage, and then the buffer true bypass switch. Man, you guys, Boss really need to implement this on more releases. This is a great idea. And I have had this in my home studio, which on any given day can switch between being super cold and super hot. And I've never once felt like the unstable nature of germanium has ever been apparent in this pedal. I've always really enjoyed every sound I've ever gotten out of it. This is a fantastic collaboration. The lengths that Boss went to make this thing what it is really do shine through. And the fact that they were able to do it and get Macari's Sola Sound to sign off on a tone bender not made by them in the UK is pretty darn special. So if you see one of these things available on the used market in the near future for a reasonable amount of money, I highly recommend that you think of picking one of these up. Not only is it going to be a collector's item for the pedal hoarder like myself, it's also just a really cool piece of history. It's a great sounding fuzz pedal. Step on this thing, make some music with it. Don't let it just sit in the box. It was meant to be played and meant to be turned up loud, so go and do it. And with that, I hope you all enjoyed this video of the Boss TB-2w. If you have any questions about it or you want to let me know your thoughts on how it sounded, let me know using the comment section below. And if you really enjoyed this, please do give this video a thumbs up, share a link to it with a guitar playing friend of yours, and of course, the most important thing, click the subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of the videos going up. Your support is greatly appreciated. Until the next time, my friends, I'm Sean Pierce Johnson, wishing you all out there great tone, great health, and of course, happy stomping. Cheers, everybody. I'll see you in the future. God bless.